Hey guys, I'm in my car today. Can't use the house as it's quite noisy with a couple of lads in the house. But I actually did a review of this book last night, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan Peterson. But I want to redo it now. And I've had some time in the morning to think about what exactly the lessons, the deeper lessons that the book has given me, because I think I only touched the surface on that other video last night. So I want to give you my 2 cents and the insights that I got since I finished the book yesterday. The one thing this book has left me with, and the sort of insight, and maybe an epiphany, I don't know. It made me confront the idea of malevolence. I've encountered deep and dark malevolence in my life, and it has frightened the shit out of me. And in some ways, I think I have avoided malevolence like the plague, as you would, because it's terrifying. Well, to me, it's terrifying. I was bullied very badly as a child, so it's something I've noticed in people very quickly on, because when you're bullied all your life, you tune into people's energies and what their intent with you and what their integrity is like. And so you kind of see people's deeper intentions that they don't bring to the surface. That's the positives, if you like, if you want to call it, by getting bullied, is you become very aware of energies. But yeah, it's something that I thought about this morning, and I thought I was aware of what malevolence would do to me and what it has done to me in the past. And I thought that I was maybe over this idea that there's darkness in everyone. Of course there is, and because I'm an actor, I've become very familiar with my own shadow and my own potential malevolence. In other people, it scares the living shit out of me, and I think it has stopped me from doing certain things because I'm afraid of that side of people, you know. Tell the truth and try not to lie. I think I've encapsulated that throughout my whole life, well, most of my life. I think there was a period when I lied to myself quite a bit. I've paid quite a lot of attention to my own truth, and I think you get that by going into the arts. You need to search for the realness in you to make any sort of real work at all, you know. And so I think I've been telling myself the truth, but it's that truth in me that sees the falsehood in others. I meet someone and their nature is false, and I can see malevolence behind their eyes. Had a deep disdain for emotionally manipulative people and try to avoid them in my life, and when I feel like I'm being emotionally manipulated, I avoid it and I try to spot it for what it is, and I try to stay away from it as much as possible, even though that's a big part of life, you know. People emotionally manipulate each other to get what they want, and unfortunately that's not a nice side to humanity. It's a side all the same. And I think in a way I've been putting myself in a cocoon where I don't want to deal with these malevolent people with an agenda who want to, even though I feel like I tell the truth, even when it's been a detriment to my own career and some opportunities. I've told the truth for most of my life and been honest with my integrity and intuition telling me, no, don't go ahead with this. And people who have lied, whether in some facet or another by false behavior, manipulation, have trumped my truth. And that has really disappointed me, because I've held truth at such a high esteem, and that the potentiality of falsehood and manipulation can trump that is devastating to me. It really, really grates me up the wrong way. And I guess going forward, and what this book has taught me, is how can I go forward and still speak my truth, but don't shy away from those parts of people and the world, and keep my integrity intact when I bear witness to the monster and the malevolence in other people and the selfish nature, and still go on my way and tell my truth. I was very anxious on reading 12 Rules for Life. I'll be honest with you, because the truth on the page was a lot for me to embody and take on. And I think, you know, sometimes when you might watch Jordan Peterson's lectures and his charisma can blindsight you to the actual lessons that you should be learning here, and you get the hit of the self-help advice that comes with listening to him lecture. But I was confronted with those aspects of myself that I've been cowardly in and hadn't the courage to take on, and it's narrowed down exactly what kind of blocks that I potentially have in my life, and I think that is operating in a world where I know malevolence and falsehood exists, and to be fine with that and not to get so irritable and angry and resentful for that existing in a life where I hold truth as a truth and meaning as the most fundamental key core components of my being, when that feels like the antithesis of who I am and what I'm trying to do, and to somehow be able to operate in a world and with people when I can visibly see that darkness. It's a self-help book in a way, but I don't think it is. You know, the fact that it's backed up with mythology and religion, you know, it isn't bullshit. You know, you're not buying into some ideology that will fill you with hope and relinquish your anxiety. That this book won't do that, and I think in that sense it's very truthful. And I guess you could read this book and not let it take you, and not think your way through it chapter by chapter, and reflect, you know, how you've been slipping up or doing a good job in these 12 areas in your life. I have done that, and I've really considered where I have been weak and where I've had the courage. And that consciousness is worth a lot in gold, I think. Hope you like this video in the car, and drop me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you like this video, and I'll be doing a new video soon, so catch you guys later. Cheers.